Hello and welcome. My name is Kate and I am part of the marketing team with Macauley Publishers. Today we have author Tamara Abi Khalil joining us to talk about her new contemporary novel, Chasing Serendipity, which was published March 31st, 2022. With a PhD in psychology of communication, Tamara is able to incorporate deep social and psychological messages through the journey of her character. In this book, we follow Tala on her journey of self-discovery, building her career, and forming friendships, all while living in this day and age where social media focuses on a certain lifestyle that she should strive for. So Tamara, welcome. And would you be able to start off by telling us a bit more about your book and about Tala's journey?
Hi, Kate, and thank you so much for having me. So, I am thrilled to be part of the Austin Macauley authors, and I would like to share a little bit about my story. So, Chasing Serendipity is about Tala, who is the main character, after she experiences body shaming, teenage breakups, friendship falling outs. Tala, a young adult who is actually fascinated by the world of TV series and social media glamour, aren't we all, right? She
Yeah.
decides to leave her old life behind and she wants to try to find her happiness like anywhere except in her hometown. So she meets the attractive and mysterious Henry Jones, who makes her an offer that she can't possibly refuse. So this story leads us to know whether her free spirit is going to be fulfilled in this new world she walks into, or will she chase, that stroke of luck as an independent, powerful woman.
I love it. It sounds so interesting. It is so interesting. And I think some things that we've talked about with this book, so many people are facing a bunch of different struggles when it comes to body image, fame, wealth, um, and all of that in the light of social media. What advice do you think that Tala would give to other people that are going through a similar situation that she is?
So I think what Tala would advise everybody is, especially everyone who's so taken by social media's
Yeah,
glitz, glam, and perfectionism, is to always remember that a picture is a millisecond. So by extension, it only shows you a millisecond of that someone's actual life. Reels are not real. Nobody's life is as perfect as their social media feed. So, it's
yes.
very important to repeat that mantra every time you see a seemingly perfect life, you see a seemingly perfect body, or a seemingly perfect bank account portrayed via these social networks.
Right. I love that. Reels are not
Reels
real.
are not real. I read that somewhere and it just clicked.
That's so true because you just see all this stuff come in and you're like, that's what I want. That's what I'm going after. And
And the
it's
person's probably like not even feeling good or not even feeling okay. We don't know what's behind that.
exactly. Good thing to remember. I'm going to keep that for myself too.
That mantra.
Okay, so a lot of novels, stories these days, they always feature romance and it's always this huge romantic love story. And no matter what other messages seem to be in a book, that always seems to be the pinnacle, the main focus of it is these two people that fall in love at the end. But in Chasing Serendipity, we don't exactly see that. Was that an intentional decision? How did you go about creating what I guess love looks like and how it's featured in the story?
So it was definitely an intentional decision. So I'm not going to spoil the twist that the readers will reach, when they expect that love story to
Yeah,
unravel. The main idea is, romance is beautiful, but it's also complicated. It requires effort. There are so many obstacles that most often than not are not related in a romance novel. So
right.
I actually wanted, Chasing Serendipity to steer away from the perfect romance, which most often than not does not exist the way we read about it. But
Yeah,
I wanted, to relate perfection from a different angle and see whether, perfection even exists or actually doesn't.
yeah, that's
But
a tricky one, but I'm glad that Tala gets to go on this journey and discovering that and finding these new perspectives. And so does the reader along with her, which is great.
Mhm.
Um, so when was the idea of this book first planted in your mind? When did you decide, okay, this is now going from being just an idea to you're writing this down and you're creating this story?
So, as every author, my inspiration stems from life experiences, friends'
Yeah.
experiences, and my actual writing started at the beginning of my self-discovery and my self-healing journey. So, I felt it would be both self-therapeutic and productive to put my thoughts and my imagination and my love of writing pen to
Yeah.
paper. Basically, this is how the adventure began.
That's amazing. And what was your favorite part of this novel to write?
Well, it definitely was the Met Gala.
Oh,
And being
yes.
able, little spoiler here, but it's going to encourage our readers to keep going. It's the Met Gala, and, being able to do so much research about it and live the experience vicariously through the detailed description that I wrote. Maybe eventually getting to witness that Met Gala live one
Oh,
day,
yes. Yes, in New York, we were
right?
very fond of it.
Exactly. So
Absolutely
that was why.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah, being able to see the fashion world unravel like that, and just, yeah, great part. Um, and what impact do you think that this whole book could have on
Mhm.
teenage girls today?
So, as you know, Cage, my book was self-published in 2017 before it was published with Austin Macauley Publishers
Mhm.
today. So back then, I received many feedback from teenage and young adult girls. It was really heartwarming to hear these young ladies tell me, I related to Tala's stories. I related to the bullying. I related to the body image. I related to
Yeah,
that infatuation with the fake social media lives. So what I'm hoping right now is to have that same impact, on my new readers and allow them not to feel alone, to realize, that they will eventually find their path in the most
yeah.
beautiful way, just like Tala did.
No, that's amazing. And that leads me to my next question. What is it that you would like readers to take away from this?
So definitely a feeling of hope, a feeling of ambition, and the fact that, anything is truly possible. Wherever you come
Yeah.
from, whether the smallest town or the biggest city, however you have been treated in the past, I mean, you make your own future.
No, I love that. I think so much of Chasing Serendipity and Tala is so relatable to everyone, no matter what age. You have
Mhm.
teenagers, you
Yes.
have young adults, you've got adults. Like, I think everyone can find something to latch on to.
100%. And the fact that, she grows throughout the book from her teenage years to her adult years, it just
Yeah,
allows just anyone from any age to relate to each phase of that life.
exactly. No, that's amazing. So, are we going to see Tala again? Do you think that there'll be another novel in the works? What's your writing looking like moving forward?
So I have been toying around with keeping up with Tala's adventures, but I believe that's an answer that the readers are going to give me once they finish chasing serendipity.
Nice. Well, we'll be looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been great talking to you about you and your book and Tala's
Thank you for
life.
having me.
Of course. And thank you to everyone who was watching. We hope that you enjoyed hearing a little bit more about Chasing Serendipity, which is available on the Austin Macaulay website, as well as retailers worldwide online. So make sure you get your copy of this great, great book. It is also available for a Grab a Galley competition. So you could win a prize. You could win this very book. So make sure you check that out at our virtual booth if you haven't already. Thank you.